Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They give to Johnson going right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let him know, let him know.
On play action, it's Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. David Johnson here on the catch. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Out of his end zone, Mariota. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his 2nd NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set. Took the outlaw. Come on. Switch up, switch up. Come on. Hey. Watch the whip.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throw on 3rd down. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll run with Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
first down, and they go back to Harris. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and goal.
They'll try and run with Harris. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. On second down, this is Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Well, you're down there really close, but just second quarter here. What are you doing?
Well, I know that your offense is looking at the sideline saying, let's go for it. But reluctantly, take them off the field and bring out the field goal kicker. A lot of time left in this game. Get 3 points on the board and go back to work.
Yeah, and you're within striking distance. It's not like you're down 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's got room. 34 yards there and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
We got to step it up. Check 37. Check 36.
Play fake. Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got some real estate inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processed. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Running from the gun, Johnson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mariota. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Airing it out deep for Woods. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards were the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 27 yards there, a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Mariota. There goes a deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. What a boost for this offense that he can throw in a run like that after the success that he's had throwing the football.
I love that, being able to mix in something a little bit different just when you're starting to think that's all you're going to see. He changed it up, flipped the script on him, and boy, did it work to his offense's benefit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Johnson running right. And some space here. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, I'm just one big carry away.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on second down. Mariota. And his guys are going to get the football at their own. Seven-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On second down, Johnson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Flowers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
On second down now, it's Harris. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Flowers escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Following the penalty, it's Johnson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. 3rd down here. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
On 2nd and a couple, Murray. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Run to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Los Angeles.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
To Juju Smith-Schuster. No gain.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
First down and goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready? 6-yard. Mike, 58, right there. Rip right, rip right. 58 to Mike.
Back to throw it. Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to stick with Dez. There got too physical. Pass interference.
I like your note there. So physical. Hard for any defender to cover Dez Bryant without drawing a pass interference call.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're... And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Cardinals, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they'll get to